Okay, hello and welcome to some more Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, no! Okay. God. Okay, so just as a reminder about the word bands, the word bands only last for 5 minutes. Oh, God. Hold on a sec. I want to just make sure that my, Okay, no, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. So I cannot say that word for 5 minutes. I don't have to know how many points I have. Okay, what time is it? It's 4:02. Welcome to everyone, both on TikTok. How do I get word ban? If you mess up? I'll say yeah. Yeah, word bans will be extended if I mess up. It'll reset the timer. Please don't do anything that's like super crazy. Okay. That said, let's dive more into Baldur's Gate 3. We just got to the Emerald Grove, which has a lot of really fun backstory behind it. So the basics of the Emerald Grove, which is really fun, they don't actually have a government. So, hold on a sec. Give me 1 sec while I, okay.
More goblins. What's next?
Light on my feet.
Okay. Empress Crow, welcome! Welcome to the stream. Oh man, what should we do? We've got so much to do. Hello, welcome. Also, again, I'm going to try to, I'm gonna try and keep to, understanding and, like, reading both my TikTok chat and my Twitch chat. They're in different spots, so this is going to be kind of hard. Also, for those of you on TikTok who want to see actual gameplay, you guys can go ahead and, all of my, links and whatnot are in my bio, so... Oh, man. Okay. Okay, the word... Okay. Yes, that is... a wonderful combo game. I got to the part where Jahira talks about... Oh... Slowing, aging, druid. What is that all about? Okay, so one of the big things about druids is that at super high levels, druids don't age normally. They will,
Something's on my mind.
So, let's go ahead and switch back to here. Word ban. Yes.
And even a drow. We're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? I lower prices for fellow druids, but you'll need to be quick. The ritual will be complete before too long.
We're gonna block that. Because... Are you...
I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day.
Okay, real quick, let's actually get into these questions. So at like I was saying, at super high levels, druids do not age normally. They age about 1 year for every 10 years that passes. This means that you'll get longer lived races like elves and like elves mainly, and they'll have their already super long druids in the context of Dungeons and Dragons and dragons. At max level, they get an ability called Archdruid that basically slows their aging, and you'll get elven Archdruids that regularly live up to like, let's see, average elves live about 750 years. So you'll get.
That's not what I said.
Can we stop shouting? No?
Damn it! I don't have a punishment. Rip. I'm trying. Okay, I am trying. Although I believe. Yes, I can say the word lore now.
Take your time.
Can I explain it? Yes. I could never understand the Dungeons and Dragons thing, to be honest. So, Dungeons and Dragons is honestly one of the best games I've ever had the wondrous chance to learn how to play. But yeah, druids get the ability to essentially slow their aging. But yeah, that's why Kaga brings it up, is because the result of it means you get super long-lived druids, because elves have a tendency to become druids, so you'll get elven druids that regularly live up to like 7,500 years, and it's absolutely crazy. Damn it. So, when did that get said? What is the timestamp on that? So when that hits 8 minutes. But yeah. Is it like based on your fantasy, like how you want to play it? Yes. So Dungeons and Dragons it's predominantly set in like medieval fantasy, but it can be adapted to basically any genre. It does break a little bit the further you go outside of that kind of fantasy. But yeah. It's honestly honestly it is super simple to get into. Everything is really informed and shown really well in the PHB, despite having some questionable rules writing. But that's neither here nor there. Ahoy, ahoy! Welcome! I don't know how to pronounce your name, but we have new first-time chatters. So yeah. Let's see. What does
Need
this guy
anything
have?
else?
What am I
There's some
selling?
bits and bobs I no longer need.
I know you've got. You have Spell Thief.
Sylvanus, guide your path.
Character sheets. Thief, Transmuter, Trickery. We're gonna need to change that.
Give it a good whack. Need anything else?
I know that this guy has
Always
a
happy
lot
to help
of
those who follow the first circle.
gloves of missile snaring. We are gonna need that. We'll grab these as well. Oh, damn. I can get those. That's 34. So we're gonna need to go and grab some stuff to sell.
Locks
Okay.
in hair.
Let's talk let's see what's in our chest. That goes in there. And this is a little trick that you can do to get around the max encumbrance. That's crates. These get filled up in there. That gets... And then we put that in there. Okay. And now we go and... probably couldn't get into it. You don't need, like, super in-depth imagination to get into Dungeons & Dragons, because a lot of that falls to the Dungeon Master. It is a collaborative storytelling game. So, yeah. The DM narrates what the players see and the players respond to it. You don't need a super active imagination to get into it.
Always happy to help those who follow the first circle.
Open. Sell. 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 One of the things that I do not like the most about this is the fact that I do have to spend so long just completely emptying all of my gear so that I can buy the things I need. Well, definitely. We can definitely play some COD later. Now that it's working. Worth noting, so it is working, I can. So I can do that, but I also kind of can't, because, let me show you. So this will open. Those would go, add to wares, and, oh, wait a minute, that's right, because, so normally that wouldn't work, because I need to have those, because normally all of that will put, because I have, like, usually, like, thousands of pounds of stuff in my inventory, and I use the bag trick to get around inventory stuff. To get around inventory weight.
Need anything else?
They just... I don't hoard shit!
Always happy to help those who follow the
first
circle.
You're in front of the trader. Yeah. Sell wares. There we go. Okay. What do I need? I'm gonna grab these, just so I can give them to Asterion. What else am I gonna need? I'm gonna grab that just to have it. We don't need a lot just yet. Stands in, has played co-op with you. This is true. I do love, I'm not gonna lie, when we played co-op together, it was... Listen, Vel. I love you. I love you to the moon and back. Playing co-op, we do not have a play. We do not have a very good we do not have a conducive co-op style. We do not have conducive co-op styles together. Me takes everything super methodically and like goes through every single thing I possibly can. You, fuck it, we ball.
We're exposed now.
Same brain cell.
Looks empty.
Oh man. See, this is why I love having you around, Vel. Okay, let's see. Camp. Up. I can! I can steal the beds. Okay. This stuff is not,
We're exposed now.
Okay. Traveler's Guide to the Sword Coast, Inns, and Guest Houses. Pick up. But yeah, to be fair, I am calling this the most idiosyncratic Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough for a reason. For example, my barrel of chests. Okay, that the garnishment process has... That is great to hear. Scale. This gets sent to camp. Then we have... Actually... Yeah. Oh. Damn it! Everyone's got a... Yes, everyone does have a... So many books. They're going in that pouch. Okay. Now we can leave. We love the Tism. Very true. Question. Yep. Oh, Asterion, if you wouldn't mind.
Let's crack it open.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Oi, stuff! Okay, let's see. That gets sent to camp. That gets sent to camp. That gets sent to camp. Read. An excerpt from The True and Impossible Adventures of Kenboro Morrow, a pulp series following the real-life exploits of an interplanar ship's captain. The real Captain Morrow is known to have never left her native Waterdeep and emerges from her rooms at the Yawning Portal only to exchange scrawled manuscripts for fresh meals and ink. Much is made of Barovia's gloomy climate. It is said that the mists there confuse the mind and torment the soul, binding travelers in a grip of despair that escape is impossible to contemplate. As the new bride parted that heavy fog, I confess I felt no such malaise beyond the onset of a rather stuffy nose. The same, I fear, could not be said of my crew. Among those who had not already cast themselves overboard, the gibbering and weeping became such that I was forced to bind them to the mast entire and navigate my fair bride alone. I went in search of that plane's dark master, having been informed that even my ship could not hope to breach the planar boundaries without permission, and so I probed the mist, defiant at the helm, and belting out a lively shanty of my own composition. The invitation did not long go unanswered. He appeared like a passing shadow overhead, sudden and terrifying. Or certainly that was his intention, but once the mutual assurances of destruction were dispensed, we found in one another kindred spirits and fell to conversing in earnest. At length a price for my passage was agreed. Of that price and that man, I say only this: he is surprisingly excellent company, given the stories, and the teeth do not get in the way nearly as much as one would think. Bro, did she fuck Strahd? Okay, so, this book. So, first off, the gloomy portal. So, the yawning portal is actually an interplanar hub. So, it's actually genuinely something that might have happened, of her going to, like, Barovia or something. Then, Barovia itself is a demi-plane within the Shadowfell that is shrouded in mist. So, when you get to, things like, it's the dread plains of Ravenloft. Well, it's the dread domain of Barovia and, like, the plains of Ravenloft and whatnot. Ravenloft itself is the name of the castle. The new bride, I'm assuming, is her ship. But yeah. That said, Strahd, once the mutual assurances of destruction were dispensed with, like, genuinely Strahd, genuinely Strahd probably could have taken them out if it was a spelljammer. Because spelljamming is, like, an actual thing. But, like, genuinely, a lot of the stuff in this book follows what would be this is the kind of thing that would happen if you got to Barovia. So, and because she's from the Yawning Portal, it doesn't actually, like genuinely, she might have gone to Barovia. That is an actual thing that might have happened. Fun.
On my way.
That is actually really cool. And it goes in my little stack of books. Okay.
We're exposed now.
Pick that up. Can I talk to you? Hi, Danis. I know these assholes.
And we'll have a dog, right?
Oh.
They don't allow them in Baldur's Gate. Cats, though?
A little orange cat. And a house with a little door so that it can come and go as it pleases.
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out. Thanks. I suppose we'll all need it.
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city?
I love Bex. I hate Danis. He's an asshole. How can you make plans? I can't remember what I ate for breakfast. That's a mood.
No reason to think it'll run out now.
Optimism, my friend. Try it out.
Surely destined for the slaughter. What would be more perfect than to die by your love's side?
Oof!
And known love was not enough.
That's
What will we
not
do
great.
for work when we get to the city?
Whatever we want.
I think I'd make a fine teacher. Or a baker.
A backpack.
Or a butcher.
How much lore of the campaigns they put in the books here? Yeah, I'm trying to go through and find basically all the lore I can.
I should speak up.
I'm gonna go talk to Damon now.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to repeat,
Damon!
just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
Elturel! Let's talk about Elturel real quick. Hold on.
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus.
Yes, yes,
These
yes.
days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells.
So,
Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery.
yep,
Alas,
yep.
my offerings are far more humble these days.
Let me see your wares. Okay. Plus one rapier. A hand crossbow. I should probably get one of those. Do I have javelin, short bow? So, for those of you who don't know Elturel, welcome. Because we're going to be talking about all the lore. For those of you who are new here, in this playthrough, we talk about all the lore because that's kind of what I do. Elturel, in the campaign module, the Descent into Avernus. I say Avernus. I alternate between the two. Anyway, you run into a city called Elturel, is dragged into Avernus, and a lot of its population kinda like doesn't get stuck there per se. Like the whole point of the I played like half the module, and then we got TPK'd by Tiamat, but that's besides the point. A lot of the various things so like the tieflings here that come from Elturel weren't tieflings before. There was a sudden boom in tieflings because of essentially them getting dragged to hell and dragged through hell and back. And because tieflings are born of infernal power, not necessarily infernal blood. That's normally Cambions. It actually kind of sucks because it's a thing. But yeah, Elturel was dragged to Avernus in the events of Descent into Avernus, and they kind of just got fucked. Like, most of Elturel got fucked over so hard. I don't remember the specifics. It was something that I think Zariel? I think it was a deal that the Cult of the Dragon made with Tiamat. Either that or like one of the Dead Three that was doing that stuff. I forget the specifics of it, honestly. But yeah, fun little bits.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards.
Okay.
Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
Dead 3 with the Lord of Baldur's Gate or Elturel, I think. Yeah, it was something like that. Stop. What the actual hell? I much prefer roast dwarf. Stop thinking about delicious dwarf and take the bowl.
Food. You want it or not?
Yes, please.
Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
Yeah. Received. Gruel. Hey! Wait, it can actually heal. That's actually kind of fire.
it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh. You're twitching something fierce, love. And your eyes. You look like you don't know the meaning of the word sleep. Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Oh, nothing as fancy as that. But I come from a long line of women with a dab hand at such things.
Wow.
Aha! You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain.
Are you just gonna give me?
Oh, 'tis just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here.
Okay, I'll take it.
Just look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky.
Okay. Oh man, I don't want to accept anything from her simply because I know what she is, but at the same time,
Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad.
oh,
His wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new.
she is
My
very.
point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse. What is it, Petal? What's wrong?
Don't call me Petal. Okay, community poll, which one should I do? For those of you on Twitch, you should be able to, see whether or not, you should be able to, interact with it on the left-hand side of the screen. I'm assuming you can. I don't know. This is the first time I've tried doing this. This is the first time that I've ever tried doing like a community poll for this. And for those of you wondering, yes, I am playing Dark Urge, which is why I get the option to talk about there's something awful about my instincts, about my desires. Because I don't think you would normally get that if... We'll
As
go
you
with this.
recount your adventure, Auntie Ethel nods along, her eyes wide.
You poor pet! My heart goes out to you, truly. I see no sign of a tentacle yet, but that could change in an instant. You need help. Serious help.
Yes, I do.
I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but... yes, I may have something at home. I've collected some interesting bits and bobs over the years.
So we're going
You'll have to stop by my house, just at the edge of the forest. Let me mark it on your map.
Yes,
I'll
please.
be heading back soon, so I can meet you there. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds.
I can't wait to do her storyline because I get to talk about what she actually is.
Hey, bother.
Hey, she gave me a greater healing potion for free. We take those. Okay, Corlin's Grace. Yes, give me a staff. Is not wearing armor, plus 2 bonus. I do wear armor, though, so that's not... Theo the Bee, thank you so much for the follow. And the might as well grab this.
Be careful.
Okay. Now we need to go to... we're gonna open this and send all of these to Gale. Hey, Gale, do you mind? Filter craft this. Damn it! Why not?
Can't give up now.
Okay.
How much fun?
Welcome. Okay, so hold on. So we're going to do this and this just to have access to them. Hey, it's Zoru. We need to go get Lae'zel and talk to him. Do you know how...
Druids, this grove is a death trap. Grab what you can and get out. That's my advice.
Do I know how to fix the bug where you want a long rest and the fire doesn't recognize rations in your camp chest? Yeah. So, like, if we go to long rest, here, like, it says that this is the only, camp rations that I have. So, like, it doesn't... So, like, it's normal that the, So, first off, it is normal that the, thing can't see the rations in your camp chest. So, you should be able to do it. You should just be able to power through it. Like, if I go here... You don't have enough camp supplies, take a long rest now. Restore. Just hit yes, and that should be fine. And it should still be able to see the stuff in your chest. Pick up. Send that to camp.
Anything of use?
Right.
These get sent to
I've
camp.
got food.
This gets
Water.
picked up.
My dagger.
More for me?
I do love that I have an entire barrel full of, like, I've just got a barrel full of other barrels and chests and whatnot. And for reference, yes, I will be, here, same with this. I am very, like, I don't want to say anal about, keeping my stuff tidy, but yeah, I keep my stuff tidy because it's mainly an idiosyncrasy from, how I was raised, but, yeah. Okay, we're not going to print that, we're going to read this! Ilmater hears the martyr's cries, takes the ill and the oppressed. When one to help the others dies, then by Ilmater they are blessed. So Ilmater is the god of self-sacrifice. He is absolutely one of the better gods to worship. But there's this slight problem where his acolytes do tend to have a little bit of a death wish. They love becoming martyrs. So there is that small problem. Like, they'll just straight up treat the ill with no concern for whether or not they get sick themselves. Which, without proper, like, thinking out what they're doing, they do have a tendency to do more harm than good. But yeah, there is that. Jurgle. Jurgle, or so it's often said, for once gave away his bony throne. For Kelemvor, he tracks the dead, makes sure the dead souls do not roam. And then Kelemvor, Lord of the Dead, will take your hand when death arrives, make sure souls are correctly led to all their proper afterlives. So, worth noting, I love that they specify this here. Jurgle is the scribe of the dead. He is insanely powerful, even though he gave away his bony throne. So within the City of Judgment, we have Jurgle. So, when you die, you go to a place called the Fugue Plane. In the Fugue Plane is the City of Judgment. So they're generous to a fault. Yes. But more specifically, it's less about them being generous and more about them being very self-sacrificial. Clerics of Ilmater and acolytes of Ilmater do not really, they don't have this, they lack, the concept of kind of self-preservation. Like, they understand that, hey, don't do things that'll actively get you killed for no reason. But they will go out, but if they see, like, someone in danger, they will literally throw themselves into the fire in order to save the person, regardless of, with no concern for what happens to themselves. It's honestly not the greatest mindset. They don't fear pain nor death then. It's not so much that they don't fear it as they don't care enough to fear it. So a lot of the gods in Baldur's Gate have to do with, like, suffering. So, like, Shar is the goddess of loss. Ilmater is a god of suffering in the sense that Ilmater is the god of self-sacrifice, so, like, it's not that they don't fear pain or death, it's that they believe that Ilmater, acolytes of Ilmater don't think that they put the needs of others above their own to a fault. He is, again, god of self-sacrifice. Then it's good. Basically, it's like, hey, I don't need this. It's like, hey, this person over here is starving, and I don't need this food, but I haven't eaten in 2 days. I can go another day without eating, so I'll feed this person over here. Imagine them believing such suffering brings them closer to their god, but they're not allowed to seek it. Basically, they aren't allowed to, like, they're not supposed to go out of their way to incur suffering on themselves, but like I said, if they're walking down the street and they see someone who hasn't eaten, even if they also haven't eaten in, like, 3 days, they will give up their loaf of bread to that person so they can eat. Yeah.
You're addressing me, a humble ox. How quaint.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
Ah, shapeshifters!
No. You are incapable.
Fair enough. That said,
I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods. Now, that's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this. Move.
He's so cute.
Here for you.
Bored ox.
Another one. What are you under there, then? Ant? Aurochs?
Aurochs. So, Aurochs, a lot of people don't, So, Aurochs are a, so he's basically going, are you ant or ox? What, so he doesn't understand. Can't speak. Sorry, it's been a day. I'm very tired. So an aurochs is essentially a bison. They are these massive plains cows, essentially, that just sort of, graze. They can be relatively aggressive, but they can be aggressive, but they aren't normally.
The keepers of this place, they change their form to fit their need.
This is true.
They become birds to hunt on the wing, bears to tear flesh with teeth. But for me, only oxen, only same old hay. And I cannot even eat it, because the horned ones hide their shiny bits inside. Hiding things. Thinking they're clever. Not clever. Sometimes I eat the shiny bits, and they have to go looking for them on the other end.
I love this ox.
If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
Yoink! Hey. And then this gets sent to camp. Hungry ox.
Be gone. I am hungry.
That's a mood. That is a mood and a half. Hey! Fuck off, I'm eating. That is such a mood. We love to see it. Hello, Donnie.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring. You see nothing out of the ordinary. As you turn back, the child slips between the rocks.
Ooh. No! Shit! I really don't care. Wow! That's bad. That is bad.
You look the rocks over, but find no sign of a way through.
We'll talk to people later. Hold on, let me, get my symbiotic entity up. And then, do I have a short rest? I do have a short rest. Gale...
The magic touch.
Regain that.
I can keep going a little longer now.
Are you doing regular or tactician? I'm doing tactician. This is a Dark Urge tactician run.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Oh, hey, you're one of
So,
the Drow, right?
yes, I
I
am.
heard stories about you. How you all live underground and steal kids away.
That,
Us too. No one says anything nice about tieflings.
this is true.
Here, want to see a trick?
Yes.
Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky.
Take the...
Call it. Heads or tails?
Let's go head. I do love Mattis.
Heads it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested? Okay, fair. Let's go again.
I wish there was a way to actually, like, positively interact with him. Or them, I don't know.
Heads. There. Happy? Hey, hold on, you gotta pay for that. You got it. One sec. That's what I got.
No! You stole my shit! How do the Okay, so how do Kalimvor and the Raven Queen mix? Okay. So, give me 2 seconds. While I... that's a lot of money. We are going to...
Nothing cool.
you suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn. You see her hand in your bags and the shame in her heart.
No, I want to be like, no.
I can't do this anymore, Mattis. I'm sorry.
Oh, poor little kid. Who is Kellamvor? Okay, so give me 1 sec. I'll talk. Okay, Kellamvor and the Raven Queen. So, Kellamvor is the current Judge of the Dead. He was ascended after the Time of Troubles. So basic timeline, you have the Time of Troubles. Then at the end of the Time of Troubles, a lot of new gods got ascended. The new Mystra got ascended. The new Judge of the Dead, Kellamvor, got ascended. Sirik got ascended. Baneball and Merkel were technically already ascended at this point, but basically, Kellamvor is the Judge of the Dead. When you die, you go to the Fugue Plane. The Fugue Plane has the City of Judgment. Within the City of Judgment, you have the Judge of the Dead, who is currently Kellamvor. And then, the Raven Queen, on the other hand, her whole shtick is essentially shepherding souls to the Fugue Plane. So the short version is that Shar, the goddess of darkness and of night, loss, and darkness, and all that fun shit, cast a spell called Necromantic Singularity in what was the Plane of Shadow. This suffused the entirety of the plane with necrotic energy and turned it into what we now know as the Shadowfell. Then, once that was done, Shar essentially set up there to sort of trick souls to go there instead of the Fugue Plane after they died, to sort of increase her power. The Raven Queen then stepped in to go, hey, you don't stop here, you keep going. Seluna also helps with that kind of ish, but not really. So Jurgle counts the Raven Queen shepherds and Kellamvor judges. Yes, that's the basics of it. Kellamvor also has... So also worth noting that Jurgle does have the Book of the Dead, which no other god can use. And it is essentially, as people love to remind me on TikTok, it is essentially a death note. The result being that if Jurgle decides that someone is a problem, he can go, and you no longer exist. But yeah, but also Jurgle is so far beyond the concepts of time that he genuinely does not care when people, like to put in perspective, we'll talk about it later when we get to, like, the Dead 3 and whatnot, but Jurgle genuinely doesn't care about the vast majority of, people, like, fucking around with things. Like, he ascended the Dead 3 on a whim. There is no, like, hey, dudes, Jurgle is such a menace. And he doesn't try to be, he just is, because he doesn't care. Like, when you're dealing with a creature who's that old, it's insane. Hey, Mattis. We're gonna talk to you again.
Hello. Hey, you here to trade, or...?
Wasn't he just got bored? Ascended the Dead 3? So, how the Dead 3 ascended. He's actually not all that chaotic. So, let's talk... He's just bored. So let's talk about Jurgle and the Ascension of the Dead 3 real quick. So Baneball and Merkel, before they were the Dead 3, the set of gods, they were their own adventuring party. Bane was their frontline fighter, Merkel was their mage, and Ball was their assassin. and they were like notoriously evil. Like people knew about the Dead 3 in the same way that like in this game we know about the Chosen. We know that hey, maybe don't like they're like they were evil people. They were terrifyingly evil people. So what they decided to do was get together and go demand ascension from the god of death, who at the time was Jurgle. Jurgle was on the fugue plane. Now, it is damn near impossible to get to the fugue plane while you are still alive. But in order to do what they wanted to, they had to get there alive. So what Merkel did was he went into one of the deep recesses of, I think, of one of the major cities. I forget which one. It's not Baldur's Gate. It might be Baldur's Gate. Anyway, one of the major cities, he went to the cemeteries. He went to one of the cemeteries, into one of the mausoleums, dedicated it to Jurgle, and opened, and was able to, and did a ritual, and was able to open a portal to the fugue plane. However, it requires a massive amount of negative energy to maintain. So the Dead 3 only had like a tiny window to get in and out. So they ran in, expecting like a super big fight and whatnot. They were prepped to the nines. They get to the City of Judgment. They get to Jurgle. And Jurgle looks at them and is just like, what do you guys want? And they basically say, hey, make us gods. And Jurgle was like, okay. Like, he genuinely didn't care. He's just like, hey, I'm bored. Let me fuck around with the mortals a little bit. And he said, play a game of Knucklebones, and the first Sticks, Knucklebones. I think there's also like a 10-pin somewhere. But yeah, they basically played a game. The winner got to choose their domains first. And that's how the Dead 3 were ascended. Wait, I never knew that you were inked. Do I have any D&D tattoos? Yes, I do. So, worth noting, the compression sleeve. This is a compression sleeve. I don't normally wear it. Well, actually, I do normally wear it. But anyway, on my right arm, I have a bunch of D&D... Well, I've got a bunch of Critical Role themed tattoos, save one. So I've got Ford, I've got Simon, I've got Vecna, Delilah, Vax is here, and then I've got Molly here, and Caduceus. I've got Caduceus right here. I still need to get the saying with this one. It's so each one of them has a quote, aside from Simon, because Simon doesn't have a quote. So like Vecna's has his sleep when he cast Power Word Kill on I think it was Vax. Delilah's says I broke the world for us. Percy's is life needs things to live. Ford's is patience, reward, consume. Molly's is long may he reign, and then Caduceus's the quote that I want for Caduceus's one is it's love that makes people, because like you don't get a much better quote than that. Also, worth noting, the reason why I wear a compression sleeve on my left arm is because that's the one that I normally am, like, manipulating more things with. And for those of you who don't know, I have degenerative nerve damage in both arms, which really sucks. Also, it's getting a bit warm, so I'm opening a window. Yeah. But yeah, I've got a couple others. I've got this one right here. I've got all of the stuff on my right arm. I've got one on my right leg, and I think that's basically it at this point. I want more, but
Yeah,
I just don't have the money or
I
the
was standing
time.
right here telling her to rob you. Fine. I'm not so good at counting, but I think any percentage of 0 is 0.
I love
Look,
Mattis.
you caught her. Good for you. You aren't a chump like everyone else.
Take
around
care.
here. Now, do me a favor. Make
Thank
room
you so much for
Thomas.
showing up. Okay, okay.
Think you could stand back away?
I can't trade with you anymore. Oh well.
What path lies before me? What's inside?
Hey, both of these can get sent to Asterion. And then we're gonna pick that up. Grab that. Hello. That up. I'm finally getting a new... I'm so excited. Yeah, the image of basically doing inventory of souls is kind of funny. Yeah. Honestly, I do love the image of Jurgle just going, hey, just trying to do inventory while just all I can picture. Have I done a Dirge playthrough yet? Yes. This is my second Dirge playthrough that I'm currently doing. I'm currently, I have another one that I'm playing off-stream, with some friends, and with that one, we are currently in Act 3, and it's been a lot of fun. That one, I've been predominantly resisting the urge. With this one, I might give into it a little bit. I'm not entirely sure yet.
Hardly a challenge.
But yeah. And yes, when it comes to, like, Jurgle with the Book of the Dead, making Callie for counting. All I can imagine is, like, when the, when the Dead 3 rock up to Jurgle and demand Ascension, and just, like, him just looking up from his books going, I'm in the middle of doing, just the air of, I'm in the middle of doing taxes. Can someone please just get these people away from me? Like, I don't need to deal with you here. Please go away. Oh, man.
Please, let us through. Let my daughter go right now.
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out.
Magresham. That... They really, leaning into the, Magresham is actually an infernal. Or it's... Oh, do you...
Calm, Magrin. Give her a chance.
Oh, do you three want to do the inventory for me? Sure, go ahead. Yup.
Druid or not, you're still an outsider to this place. Entry is forbidden.
Yep.
A moment.
I'd like to think of his three as the admin.
Why would she allow one of them?
True.
I suppose so. You. Apparently Korga wants to
Does
see you.
Jurgle follow certain morality, or
But a
does
word
he
of
have
warning.
an alignment? Yes,
One wrong move and every single
so-
animal here will tear you apart.
So, Jurgle, his alignment would be true neutral.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Not me just looting everything.
I have something to ask.
Speak. The bird knows. She needs to know. You do not.
Oof. Come on, I'm just trying to get the hot gossip. Brother! That is a natural one. Okay.
Not all enemies are outside our walls.
Wolf. I'll go talk to him.
Shh, I'm concentrating. Does this look good? Is the coin in the middle?
Rolls are not in my favor today. No, they are not.
Yes. Yes.
Just being I'm just trying to be a kind person and help people. They really said, snag some of these herbs. Sweet! Okay. We're gonna go talk to Tuffet. But yeah, no, the rolls have not been in my favor today at all. Yay! We got him to move. Cool. And now we walk away. Bosk. No! Bosk! Bosk is an actual, like,
Just a moment. This man is recording my story. I am far from home.
As the colourful man starts scribbling, the bear sneaks a quick look at the page. His brow furrows. Incomprehensible squiggles surround a crude sketch. A bear disemboweling a clutch of tieflings.
Hold on. Bosk. Primer on Mythical Beasts. I know Bosk is an actual, like... Why do I know that name? Oh well. Primer on Mythical Beasts. Let's read it. Each chapter of this book describes was Volo being her chosen mistress' way of getting back at us for Karsus? So... Hold on. So... Here's the thing about Volo. Volo is... Volo is a really great example of... He wasn't per se chosen, but I do believe he was a... So, he's not a chosen of Mystra. He is, however, a weave anchor. So kind of? So he's kind of like... But that's also like... He's a weave anchor for the newest Mystra Midnight, but we don't really talk about Mystra Midnight because, like, they don't differentiate between Mystra Midnight, Mystra, and Mistral in this game, which is really interesting. Volo is a wizard, right? He's not a bard. Yes. He is a wizard. Oh, those are the... Are those the... They kind of are. There are a handful of... So, he's a bad wizard. So, here's the thing, though. Volo's actually he's a decent wizard. He has a lot of information about really shitty stuff. Chapter 5, Miniature Giant Space Hamsters. Very little is known about this particular cryptid, although stories say it tends to choose well-muscled humanoid males as their steeds. When they when they deign to visit this plane. According to the legends, this creature retains a wellspring of indescribable power, known only to itself, although it provides its steed with mayhaps mystical, perhaps mundane courage. Unsubstantiated rumors claim the creature has a taste for human eyes.
I've never learned to converse with your kind.
God! Sent to camp. Isn't he considered a first level wizard? I think he's considered, like, mechanically, I believe he's like a 5th level spellcaster. He has a lot of stuff. He knows a lot of spells. Like, he knows Blur, he knows Fool's Gold, he knows Invisibility, so he's at least 3rd level.
Forgive my surprise. It's rare to find your kind above ground. Rare and intriguing on a day already
So,
packed with intrigue.
he's at least 3rd level, because he does have access to 2nd level spells, but...
Goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
There's no overstating. I hate Volo, but fine.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
Okay.
Search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Give an example.
Goblins were of a rare, jam-colored hue
and
wielded magic blowguns. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
Okay. As much as I dislike brass dragons...
Witnesses failed to notice the obvious dragon. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute...
I forgot how much he exaggerates them. He does!
Really? Well, this...
If I didn't need his buff, I swear to God, I would kill him so quickly.
A captive in this...
So annoying!
She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal!
Dude treats them abandoning their god like a love affair. Like, come on.
Ah, but is superstition all? These goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one,
And he's racist.
intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to dawdle. My friend, every story benefits from a dragon. Until we meet again. Pardon me, I must prepare to travel.
Fine. Okay,
My grizzled friend. What can you tell me about
we're
this
go-
place?
Rite of Thorns.
Yes, I see. And is that her with 2 eyes or one?
Hello.
He didn't come back, did he? His smell is gone. He's gone. Master, he left with the weaponed 2 legs. He said he'd be back. But I can smell them, the weaponed ones, and I cannot smell him. He's not coming back.
I played in We All Drew Acquaintance-like people. And I drew Volo. It was a nightmare. Bro, if I knew Volo, I would, like, if I genuinely knew Volo, I would literally just go, I would deny knowing him. Like, genuinely.
No, the woods have gone dark. There's too many predators lately, even for Master.
Poor little guy. Okay, come here. We go here. And then we jump over to
Let's have a look.
Wooden chest. Send that to Gale, send that to camp, and then we pick this up and send it to camp. We're gonna send actually both of these to camp. Actually, no, we're just gonna send this to camp. Because then we're going to open this and grab this. All of these get put into here. For the sole reason of just... Okay. Oh, man. Here. So now we need to go all the way back up. I don't think I want to do the harpies just yet. I might go talk to Alfira first.
Keep their confidence.
I think we're gonna go over here, and then I will, okay. I believe there should be a save point. At some point. Come on. There we go. So we're gonna save that. We're gonna go hit that autosave, and then we are going to take a quick break. I will be right back. Until then, enjoy the lo-fi. And we are back. Also, don't mind, I went and got some bread. Anyway. Where were we? Oh. I believe we're level 3, let me check real quick. Yeah, we are level 3. I don't... I don't think I want to do the, I don't think I want to do the, harpies just yet. So we are going to instead, go talk to Alfira.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away.
I do love her horns.
Words of mine will change. No. Become... more like
butchering. Don't know why I bother.
To be fair, the harpies are really easy to miss.
No, I'm moments away from a grisly death. At the hands of this bloody song. I can't... Nothing fits, you know? It can't hurt. I have an extra loot, if you want. I'll start from the beginning. We'll take it slow. Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away.
Okay. We're gonna try this. We're gonna save. Come on. No! Damn! Okay, we're just gonna... I don't want to just save scum my way through the game, but... Man... This bitch really... These dice are really going, you don't get shit now! And I'm just like, come on... Forgive me.
I'll start from the beginning. We'll take it slow. Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile.
Oh my god! Okay, we're gonna try this one more time. Because holy shit. We got a 2, and then we got a 3. If we get a 1, I swear to God... Ah, man. If we get a 1, I swear I might just say, fuck it, we're playing something else tonight.
I'll start from the beginning.
Okay.
We'll take it slow.
There we go! There we go!
Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down.
Okay, keep time with her. Come on, come on, come on. F5. So, fun fact, if you complete all of this, you will actually get...
Moon reminds me of your grace, all the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Sorry.
Okay. Don't worry, cry as much as you need.
She'd have said the same thing.
Oh, man.
That's the first time I've played since Lihala died. My teacher.
I do love this interaction, and I don't think I've ever actually, like, been able to complete this specific version of the interaction.
I can still smell it. She'd yell at me for that clunky verse and make me play till my fingers were raw. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Finish the Weeping Dawn. For her. Keep the loot. Please. You've earned it. I've a long way to go. But thank you. I needed this.
Too sweet. Odiously sweet. The vomitous gall within despairs at your kindness.
Time to press ahead.
Now, I believe... Hold on. Gale. Hold on. I believe if we go to spellbook... where is it? Proficiency... musical instruments! Yes! Yes! We now have the, we now have proficiency with musical instruments, which is Actually, really useful. We're gonna sell this, I think. Yeah, we're gonna send that to and get it ready to be sold. Because so. Oh, I want to talk to these squirrels.
I need a quick word.
Spar and Corinna. I do love that they actually gave like squirrels.
It hurts! It hurts!
Shut up!
Please, make it stop! Can't you hear it? Her singing. It's awful.
They're so mean!
Oh no! Whatever shall we do? More witless creatures. More ear bleed. My head is melting. I'm leaving before the damage is permanent.
Dumb squirrels. They have no appreciation for music. I do think we are gonna do. I think we're gonna try the harpy fight.
Is someone singing?
It's beautiful.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Okay.
Such a pretty song.
Can I jump over? Wait a minute. I do have enhanced leap. Yeah. This will be fine. They're just complaining, but they could... Yeah, I know, right?
Pretty song.
Free for the taking.
Okay.
What happened?
Okay. We are going to start with some drow magic to try and get... Okay. That's fine. Oh, not great. Uh-oh. Oh, I need to, change my, Really, Asterion? You, of all people, failed? Really? Oh, all of them got fucked. This is why I didn't want to do this just yet.
Philip, I see you now for what you are.
Okay. First, healing word onto Asterion. And then we're going to... Actually, yeah, we're going to guiding bolt. Come on! How hard is it? Seriously? Okay, this is not great. You better not attack. That's wonderful. Hey, Gale, if you wouldn't mind. Perfect. Sure, I'll take a trash magic item idea. Hello, we're going to hit you. Gail, could you please deal with that? Thank you. Actually, an advantage. Okay. End turn. Please run further, Murkon. Thank you. Yeah, this is a nasty fight. Shit, she is out of healing. We'll finish with... We'll have you... wow. Even with advantage. Gotta love it. Bonus action. Healing roll. That's fine. And then we're just gonna hit him. Drink a healing potion, or two, because that's all you can do. Murkon, you poor sweet boy. So, fun fact about harpies: they are actually cursed entities. Are they gone? So harpies, fun fact, are created by curses. They predominantly, I believe it's envy. Harpy. Okay, so harpies. Come on. We want this. Actually, come back. So, the way harpies are created, is essentially, I believe, I want to double check this. I can't remember. So essentially, they were elves. If I remember correctly, harpies were the first harpies were originally elves. Then they essentially got so envious that they were transformed into the monstrosities we now know as the usual harpies, which are very much like the sirens and harpies of ancient Greece. But yeah, they're and not known for clothing, but love trinkets. No.
Yes. I mean, I don't know.
They also will go out of their harpies will also go out of their way to specifically collect and like things that look expensive because again, envy.
That's what the voice said. I almost got to the nest, but the singing. I need to get back. Mole will be so mad. 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 Mole will Wait, you should meet Mole. She'll be
I love
grateful
Mole.
you helped me. Find a boy called Donny. Tell him you want to see the dragon's lair.
Okay, that...
Something good here, I hope.
I do love... Oh. Gale. Oh, I know what's up with Gale.
No traps, please.
Give me 1 sec, Gale. We'll discuss your hunger... We'll discuss your, need for a snack in a moment.
That scamp reminds me of myself when I was a nipper. Always getting into trouble. And worse.
Ooh.
One time, my parents denied me a kitten, so I summoned myself a Tressim. Dear old Tara. Beautiful creature. Benefits of a wizard's education, you see. Of course, my considerable talent didn't hurt either. Well,
Gale is so obnoxious. I love him as a character, but I hate him as a person.
Rather more exotic than a winged cat.
Such as?
That magma mephit once. Nice fellow, we kept in touch. Of course, in walked the housekeeper, screaming, yelling, panic, and before you know it, fire everywhere.
That sounds about right. Don't summon Mephits.
I'm glad we got that boy out of his predicament. Poor lad would have been harpy feed if it wasn't for you.
Direct me.
Don't touch me. I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
But yeah,
Never wanted the easy path.
chest. Yep. Yeah, harpies are really nasty and will actively seek out to kill people, which is not something that is good. And they do take up residence in like coastal and riverside caves like this. So this is like prime harpy territory. Also worth noting that the Emerald Grove canonically didn't really have a problem with harpies. Shadow Harpy.
What am I to do?
Yeet.
Let's see what those harpies were hoarding.
Inscrutable journal, and I'm sorry. Send that to Gale, send that to camp, and send the rest to camp. Okay. Gale gets that. Okay.
Yes.
As in they live some together, or there were none. As far as I'm aware, there were no there weren't really any harpies that lived there because again, the Emerald Grove is not full of idiots. They do know about harpy nesting patterns, although it could be that they just didn't really care enough because harpies generally aren't like. So first off, elves are naturally resistant to the song of harpies, and as a result, can make and so like while harpy and they'll like set up civilizations near harpies, and it's like harpies actively despise elves. It's a because they used to be elves, if memory serves correct. But yeah.
Always room for more.
So, the Emerald Grove, I get, if memory... So, it's either, like, there weren't a lot of harpies there to begin with, but also, like... There's no real point to avoiding them as elves, because, again... They're naturally resistant. Okay. This letter is heavily creased as if it's been folded and unfolded many times. It's marked by water stains that could have only come from tears. Miriam, I'm so sorry. It's been so long since I've written. A lot has happened. First, some good news. Maggie Two Fingers won't be bothering you anymore. I paid her back in full. I'm sorry. She should never have got your name in the first place. Now for the bad news, my love. I'm not coming home. Probably not for a while, at least. The money came from a mercenary group. Probably best I don't give you their name. And I've agreed to do a couple jobs in Icewind Dale in return. They paid me up front because it's so strange to what. Because they needed a warlock, they needed me. I took the deal the Cambion offered. I'm not going to say I had no choice, because that would be a lie, but I don't regret it. I'm a new man. I feel strong for the first time in my life, aside from being awoken in the middle of the night by the smell of sulfur. He likes to drop by to see how, to quote, see how things are going. I have no complaints. If you don't reply to this letter, I understand. If you don't want me to come back at all, as well, I understand that too. I love you, Miriam, and I want to be happy. I want you to be happy even if it's not with me, Edmund. Oh, that's nasty. That's actually that's like an actual thing. They were not a real threat. Yep. It's not that they lived in peace together, because the Emerald Grove. So the thing about the Emerald Grove is that they are a collection of powerful druids, and so you'll get like a bunch of harpies that show up and are like, "Hey, we're gonna fight the Emerald Grove," and everyone else is gonna be like, "No, you're not. Sit down." And yeah, it's kind of crazy. We follow. Oh, wait a minute. This leatherbound. Only a few blood having soaked the others. Okay. We have followed Musharib's instructions so far, but something feels odd. We've encountered no creatures along the way, only alien noises from all directions. Sleep evades us, and the muck on my boots has hardened into a permanent feature. Hopefully we find... lost more hair this morning. I knew there would be some side effects to coming back, but I didn't expect it to be so. Arak, I hear him laughing. The lamentations of Omans droning like a chorus. What is the purpose of this hellhole? He speaks through the walls, the ceiling, the floor. Is he the tomb? Is he blank? On the last page is a crudely drawn charcoal outline of a bearded devil's face, its mouth agape in a silent scream. So, for those of you who don't know what the Tomb of Horrors is, that is, in short, a very basic introduction to the Tomb of Horrors, which holds the Archlich Esarak, who later on became a Asarak. Absolutely so fun that they were able to include that into this game. Oh, didn't need to jump there, but that's fine. Yeah, and it's all the little nods in this game that are absolutely amazing. So like you don't like the fact that you'll get like again a reference to the Tomb of Horrors. You'll get references to Icewind Dale, which is crazy.
That's curious.
Dig this up. What is over here? I've never been. I don't think I've been. Ooh, a short bow. Send to camp. A few months back, it was Tomb of Annihilation. A few months back, it was so much fun. Tomb of Annihilation. I started a campaign with it. We never finished it, and luckily I wasn't the one running it. Oh yeah, that's right. So, I'll do that stuff in a sec. So basically, if you have a big enough jump, you can jump from here all the way down to here. I do love that. Also, to everyone who's currently on Twitch, on TikTok, welcome. I am currently live both on TikTok and on Twitch. Feel free to hop over and check out the stream. All the links are in my bio. And yeah, we've been going for a little under 2 hours at this point. So we're just going to keep going. Also, if anyone has any lore questions, feel free to ask. My brain's a little frazzled, so I might have to like look some stuff up, but for the most part, I'm pretty well versed in it.
I've never learned to converse with your kind.
Okay, what are we doing? We're gonna go talk to, Donnie.
Very well.
Okay. Can you not
Watching
speak?
his hands, you realize he's miming opening something.
'21 persuasion.
Nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch.
Okay. Hello?
His eyes flicker to yours for an instant, then away, as if it hurts to look at you.
Concealed hatch. Time to go talk to Mole. Okay.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some harpies. Gotta say, I'm impressed.
Glad you think so.
And thanks for going easy on Sylphie. Not many marks would have done the same. We're saving up for a better hideout when we get to Baldur's Gate. Why? You planning on telling me stealing is wrong?
Sure.
Why turn down free money? I've got operating costs you wouldn't believe.
I'm sure.
Come see me in the city sometime, huh? I'll repay this and then some. See you around, maybe.
Okay, so now we're gonna go talk to, now we need to go talk to Kaga, I believe. Yeah. There's so much, like, So the, things that the tieflings have on their chests, it's less so bones and more just, So it's mainly just, like, how their body forms. So, like, if you look at, if you play a tiefling, and you look at their back, while they don't have anything on their back, you will see what looks to be almost like, for lack of a better word, almost like vestigial wings.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Have you lost your senses, Koga? Release her.
So like that bit on her shoulders, it's literally just
She's just
a part of how their skin forms.
A thief? A poison?
It's nothing like super.
I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
A death viper. You've milked their poison before. A single drop of it could kill that child in a heartbeat.
Girl? You mean parasite? She
Fuck you, Kaga.
Drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete.
But yeah,
And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Stop threatening the...
We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
The snake's hiss of approval reveals its intentions. Should the child struggle, it is poised to strike. The death of a child. A timeless tragedy that never grows old.
Okay. We're gonna go...
Her life matters more than satiating your dark fantasies. You focus, and they're gone. But clearly this child's life is in danger.
Oh man, I love this shit. Tell the snake to put cut.
A new hatchling? Yes, they can be foolish. Koga sine. Wukskiafula wafanol.
Sif Sif. It is as you say, Tina. Come to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
Oof.
It hurts.
Oh yeah, that's right. If Shadowheart does, that's
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
okay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. We'll talk to Shadowheart.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now.
Okay.
It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least. In case your imagination is in danger.
I
of
don't
getting away from
like
you.
that she...
It's just something I have to live with. Positive. You can trust me on that. Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
Okay.
That woman has more venom in her heart than a snake in its fangs.
Agreed.
But at least the child is safe. What is youth if not a time to be forgiven for one's transgressions?
Speaking of yourself, Gale.
Ha! And you don't? You're wholly without vice or sin?
I'm so glad we get to call...
Occasional lapse in judgment?
Fair enough.
No. You don't strike me as quite that boring.
Okay, let's go talk to Kaga.
A deep elf. In our grove, on this day. A sign. Or rather, a gift. Who better to understand a watchful broodmother than a beloved child of Loth?
I'm not a Lothite, though.
Indeed. But you do exhibit a talent for self-preservation. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. Is it not her nature to strike at invaders? No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders. The Rite of Thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, The great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary.
That's...
Past teachings come into focus. The Rite of Thorns is a rare practice, outlawed in most circles.
So the fact that the Emerald Grove is going through this does actually make sense.
None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanas demands that we choke them out.
Yeah.
The disease of the flower must not reach the root. Pluck the petals, sever the branch if you must, but cut out the rot before it infects the whole of the wood. Teachings of the Tree Father. Do you agree? Words I heed to the letter, to keep my brood safe. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
That's...
You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed...
I do not like Kaga at all.
Shrouded.
But,
You consider the Rite of Thorns, a rare art plucked from illicit domains. When the prayer ends, vines curl upwards from the earth, and thorns sprout forth. Those within are isolated, and those without, rejected. Isolation breeds violence. Few circles survive it.
I do love that you actually...
The Gorga's tale. The grove must hide her secrets.
So...
blood on my hands. We have the right to defend our home. So that's what you want.
I believe it's back here. And, yep.
What do we have here?
Hey, Asterion, do you mind?
Let's have some fun. Easy.
Okay. God, I love Asterion. Okay.
What to do?
We're gonna on high. And then
Don't
we're just
waste
gonna walk
this
out. Question, can I read this without... No, I cannot read this without, Okay. Faladorn's Circle, the Shadow Druid's Dog. Okay. Myth, the balance is a myth, where any clan treads, nature struggles. Unity is fiction, men seek mere flesh. Men of mere flesh seek only to tame beast and raise flora. We are the thunder, we are the rain, we shatter mankind, and grow new life in its place. Secrets of the Shadow Druids. Half-torn note. Read. The mark crisscross this page don't look scribed so much as slashed. Kaga. Swamp docks, tree, meet me, alone, Oladon. Okay, good. Send to camp. Both of these get sent to camp.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Okay. That is good. Now we do need to, I believe, talk to you. Yep.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
But yeah, no, the Rite of Thorns is insanely difficult and not something you should do, especially if you're, like, actually trying to,
A moment. This medicatrix. There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now
Yeah.
what? Drow. Last time I saw one of you folk, he tried to slit me open. I hope you're more agreeable.
I am much more agreeable.
That's neither here nor there. Look, you obviously want something. What is it? I do what I can. For most folks, that's enough. Come here. Let's have a look at you.
Hooray!
You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe.
Dizzy spells, the memory lost.
A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole.
They are all very right to fear this. Mind flayers are not great. It's not like a frog hopped in my eye.
I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
God, I love the pure stone construction of places like the Grove. Oh hey, it's a dissected drow.
Don't worry about him on the table. I'm not in the habit of killing drow. He attacked Master Halsin and I in the woods, leading a pack of goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
Ooh.
Seems so. Gave Master Halsin a right start. It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
No, I'll stay. I'd rather know exactly what you're up to.
Damn.
All right. Let's see what we can do. Of course. Now, tell me what's been happening. Any symptoms? Strange events? Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. A mind flayer ship?
Yes, a nautiloid.
But Master Halsin was sure.
Favorite thing to note about,
You've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous.
I love nautiloids, mainly because they're grown.
We're all dead. But you seem like a
Hello,
good
Madison Dime. Welcome.
You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
If it's
I hope it doesn't come to that.
Shadowheart approves, and
Here.
Thanks for answering several questions over the last
I've
month.
spent
No
my life
problem.
treating folk. Never once saw a mind flayer infection.
I actually really enjoy answering lore questions. I'm currently doing a lore deep dive through playthrough through Baldur's Gate on Twitch.
Trying to figure out what the hells was going
So,
on.
yeah, that's what I'm currently up
Because
to.
you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there.
Unfortunately, most of it I have to wait until, like, towards the middle to end of the game to talk about, otherwise spoilers, but, like, at the same time, it's still just really fun to actually do a solo playthrough. I'm currently doing a race class build that I haven't done yet, which is Sport Druids. So, yeah, I'm doing a Seldarine Drow
But
Sport
this one
Druid.
gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow. Hard to say. But there's a lot we don't know.
That's cool. Never done that in...
Folks like you
Yeah, so Baldur's Gate 3, it's actually... I really like the way they did Sport Druids. It's a very one-to-one.
He saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
It's very 1-to-1 to 5th edition, so I can't wait to see, like, especially once we get into the Underdark, is Drow get a lot of lore in the Underdark.
The thing is, I've sent birds to find him, but the place is rotten with goblins. None of us can even get close.
Okay.
You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone.
I finished my main playthrough over Christmas, started Ranger, switched to Warlock at level 6.
We can discover
Warlock, okay, I usually end up going Tiefling Warlock, because Tiefling Blade Locks are just amazing in this game.
Thank you.
And I haven't really played anything else. I've tried to do, like, I tried to do a Bard playthrough. I tried to do a Druid playthrough before this, and just, I got a little ways into it, and I just stopped, because I didn't feel, I didn't enjoy it.
Master Halsin didn't make it.
But yeah.
Good luck out there. And if
So-
things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Yep. Hey, I got Wyvern Poison. That's going in there. Okay.
That way.
We're just gonna
There's
open.
something in that vessel. Take a closer look.
Something over there.
Oh, hold on. So that's, yeah, that's a thing. A lot of these things. Tadpole. Dagger root and mugwort I can snag. We're gonna read this.
Sylvanas, I just want my bed.
Okay. Oh. Read. Okay. Oh, wait. There's... I can actually look in this without, people getting angry at me. Send that to you. Excuse me. I did Gloomstalker, but wasn't effective with it and got frustrated. The 2-round invisibility seemed kind of useless in the actual implementation. So the thing about the two... So, I don't know if it's like an actual thing. I don't know if much about Gloomstalker, but what I do know is that, there's a cloak that dirges get, called, that basically gives them 2 rounds of invisibility, when you kill someone.
Mom, I'm fine.
But
Stop it.
the big thing about about that is, you just sort of cycle it through to just hit super hard. That's the hope. I would need to actually play Gloomstalker to figure out how it actually works.
Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
Okay, Arabella's locket. Dancing lights. We'll send that over to Gale. Give him some stuff that he can eat later.
One does.
under every circumstance. Yeah. I need to go talk to Will. I still haven't picked him up.
Go on. Give me your best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
For a lot of... Also, for those of you who want to actually see the gameplay that I'm going through, I am currently live on Twitch. For those of you on TikTok, all the links are in my bio.
You can do this.
And I tend to focus more on Twitch chat than TikTok chat, unfortunately.
You're on the right path, Umi.
So...
Go on now.
Yeah.
Practice what you've learned. Well met. The blade of frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours.
Also, I'm getting a little bit hungry. I might end soon. I think I'm gonna finish up everything at the Grove.
A diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great.
Because I do want to go get food.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
Yep.
Better friends than the ones hitching a ride in our skulls, at least. I'm sure you know the stories. Doomed to shed our skin and become illithid. They say there's no coming back. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
I'm still... Shit! I still forget, like...
You saw her?
Yep.
Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
Oh, God.
That ship sailed the Styx already. All I can hope for is to limit the damage. Her name is Karlak, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill.
Yeah.
I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses. Just so you know, my first duty is Karlak.
I know.
I'm bound to go after her, but I won't deny this infection is bothersome. I accept your invitation. You'll need to make room if you want to partner up, though. Still, when the time comes, call for the blade. I won't be long to answer. A splendid plan. We'll talk.
I love how Gale approves of sending Will to camp.
Again. Children. Swing. Look who's here. And again.
How long do you think we've got before the...
We need to go talk to, Honestly, right now I'm just doing a lot of, like, upkeep and whatnot, and, like, queuing for quests and stuff. Okay, where are you? Mole! There you are. Need to come talk to you.
I had a feeling you'd be back.
Why are you angry at me?
I do, as a matter of fact. Revenge. You saw what those bastards that run the place were doing to Arabella, scaring the precious mite. I want to steal that big, shiny idol they're all chanting at.
Can do.
That ritual's nothing more than a fancy way to kick us out and leave us for dead.
True.
Be careful. They look as brittle as old bark, but they're vicious.
Yep.
Anything else?
Yeah, for trade. Oh, she does. Nothing that we need right now.
Anything else? You've been a friend to us. Come back anytime.
Okay. So much stuff that we've queued for. Okay. How do I want to steal the idol? I think the best way is going to be to get Gale to just use Mage Hand and just yoink it. We also need to go talk to Zevlor. Hello, Zevlor.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it? It's good of you to offer, but there's a whole army of goblins out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army.
That's fair.
There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter. It's no small thing to ask, but I've seen you fight. You're equal to the task.
Yeah,
Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you.
Astarion, why do you disapprove of me helping people?
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes. Of course.
I hate that that early game Astarion. Is so. How does one say? Let's just call it uptight and move on. So we did the Harpy fight. I think we're gonna go get... I think we go get the statue. We're gonna go get the statue, yeah. Okay. So many shenanigans. Now, this is where things do get a little messy. So essentially, what we're gonna do...
Would that we could speak freely, my Ursine friend. Alas, I've never learned to converse with your kind.
Okay. Gale?
Yes,
I'm
quite aware.
Fly. Save here.
The Outlander serves Zevlor!
Wait. Hold on. That's not what normally happens. I'm gonna try that again.
The Outlander serves Zevlor!
NANI?!
The time has come. Remove the outsiders!
Nope! We are not doing that. Jesus Christ. How do we get that? Okay. I'm assuming we're going to need to turn invisible. Okay. That's... Wait, he's got a potion of invisibility. So we are going to... So that's not... So that doesn't work anymore. Do you have...
Dignified position to find.
Let's not get caught off guard. Breathe deep and move.
Oh, the waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make...
I believe Mole has a potion of... Hello! Vivic... How are we doing today?
Don't worry, kids. In Baldur's Gate, curses practically grow on trees.
Let's talk to Mole. I believe she has a
I
potion
had a
of
feeling
invisibility.
you'd be back.
No,
Anything else? You've been a friend to...
Okay. Who has the potion of invisibility? I believe... Because stealing... It's either that or I level up. Could level up. I should check my inbox on Steam. Okay. I don't see anything on my inbox on Steam. No, it was Auntie Ethel.
I miss my forge.
Hello, Petal. Need any... Hey, bother.
Yep. Yoink. Okay, we're going to go over here. Oh boy. I'm gonna try and steal this now. Should be using two. Okay. Ungroup. Drink. Enter turn base.
A long way to go still.
What to do? No hesitation.
Okay. Probably should have gone with Asterion for this.
It's my job too.
Never a dull moment.
Wait. Hold on. Is the, when did I lose my invisibility? Is the water?
Waiting with bated breath. Best be on my way.
Hold on.
Oh, the waiting's getting to me.
Come back, Auntie Ethel. I need to talk to you. I think I'm going to try one more time with the We're gonna have Asterion go for it this time, though.
I have something to ask.
Because
Hello, Petal. Hey, bother. Take it.
we're gonna go to here, save, and then we'll try one more time to get the idol. I don't. The thing is, I don't know what the F5. Okay.
Careful, I might. If I must.
Cunning action dash. And cunning action. All the way over here.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
What? So, the moment you get within 5 feet of the Idol of Sylvanas, you lose invisibility. That's a problem. Well, I think we'll leave that for next time.
You nearly died. Did you hear me?
Because we've been going for 2.5 hours, and I'm not gonna lie, playing on my own is kind of annoying. I don't like playing on my own. But we will definitely pick this up. I'm assuming Mage Hand doesn't work? No, it doesn't. I already tried that with Gale. We were all hiding over here, and the Mage Hand came up, threw it off, and literally they're just like, "Hey, the outsiders are working with Zevlor." It's just like, great. So I think I'm gonna have to do. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do for that. It's gonna be one of those things where it's like, oh, that's great. We'll work on that later. Ooh, oil of accuracy. We'll deal with that later. But yeah, usually ends in genocide. I want to try and get it without having the Grove be angry at me, but that's gonna take some shenanigans. I think what I'm gonna have to end up doing is dealing with the Goblin camp. Well, actually, what I can do is I can go to the swamp, oust Kaga, then come back, then steal the idol. So I think that's what we're gonna probably do next time. So yeah. That's gonna be it. Next stream is going to be Wednesday. We're gonna try and go for a little bit longer than 2.5 hours, but again, I'm not gonna lie, playing this on my own is kind of a slog. I like playing with other people. D&D is meant to be a community, a group thing, so playing it on your own feels kind of weird. But until then, until Wednesday, I hope to see you all. Have a wonderful night. See you all in the next one. Good night.